Hi. Yeah.
Give you lamb kisses.
Good afternoon. Today I want to take you guys out. I haven't been on camera for a little bit, but I wanted to take you guys out and look at the animals and kind of give you an update on how they're doing. And so Edward and I thought, well, why not bring you guys with us? So here we go. So basically, Chloe is, we think she's pregnant. There is no ultrasound thing that we have or a blood test or anything like that, but she's been bred multiple times. Initially we thought at first it was in October, late October, that she was bred, but I think she would have been successfully bred if our boar was old enough. We don't think that he's old enough. Well, he wasn't then, but he is now. And we do think she's pregnant. We don't know now. We don't know when the expected delivery date is, but we're planning for 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So towards the latter part of this month. And if not, that's great, because ideally we don't want her first piglets to be born in the winter. But if so, hopefully we'll have a pig farrowing stall finished being built. It's almost done.
Yeah.
So we thought we would bring you over here to see Chloe. So I'm gonna try and, you can see her udders are getting bigger, but she doesn't have any of the tracks that we would see typically if she was pregnant. Come on, Chloe. Come on, girlfriend. Come on, Chloe. I don't really want to stand in the ice, but her belly's definitely getting bigger. And our boar, Scooter, he is big enough now. He is just as big as she is. But her tummy is getting bigger. So I want to try and get, I don't know how to tell if she is pregnant, but she's doing really well. She's letting me touch her and stuff. So I don't see that, for the lack of better terms, I don't see that her milk is in or anything. So I don't think that she's gonna deliver yet, but oh, yeah, Scooter. Yeah. So I don't think her milk's not in for sure, so we know she's not going to deliver yet, but my hope is that we'll be ready for her when she is ready to deliver. So she'll have a really nice house. Hi, girl.
Hi. Yeah.
She loves her back scratches. Oh, you're gonna lay down.
See if she can get it. She'll lay down.
Trying. I don't think so. She's wanting to eat. It's amazing that that much weight can be on those little feet. Anyway.
What are you saying? It's like a big couch with little tiny feet.
Yeah. Pretty much. Hi, honey. Hi. How you doing? Hi. Oh, yes. Those big ears of yours. Yeah.
Alright, let's see if you like the scratches.
All right, so that's how she's doing. As far as winter goes for pigs, they have a huge amount of fat. And so pigs do actually really well in the cold. They do worse in the summer months, and the reason why is because pigs don't sweat. So the only way they can cool down is by water, because they just don't sweat. So pigs actually are better in the winter. So anyway, although piglets when they're born are a lot more sensitive, you know. So we prefer them to not be born in the winter, but if we do, we do. Anyway, that's how Chloe's doing, and well, Scooter, he's a bore, so
He just causes problems.
he causes problems and is gross. But yeah,
We're grateful.
we are grateful. Yes, we are. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about the pups. Let's go over there. All right, so we're headed over to the dogs. I don't know that I'm going to go in there because they're going to maul me when I do get in there, because they just love pets and hugs and they get super excited. But we certainly can go say hi and talk about the dogs.
They hear you.
Yep, they do.
They're already getting excited.
Yep. We probably should have unplugged the tent, but maybe not. Hi! So, our livestock guardian dogs are Great Pyrenees, and they are extraordinary dogs. And they're still puppies, but they are huge. And what's really amazing about Great Pyrenees dogs is they have actually 3 coats. So they have 3 coats of fur. They do have a den that they can crawl in, but very rarely do we actually see them go in there.
They do sleep in there at night.
Sometimes they
You can see
do.
where they've been down in there.
Yeah, they just don't spend much time in there. So Great Pyrenees can be out in this weather because, one, on the bottom of their paws, where the little pads are, they have layers of fur that protect their little pads from getting frostbite in the snow. They also have the 3 coats of fur on them. So where we struggle with the Great Pyrenees right now is we've got to figure out how to brush them out relatively quickly. If you don't brush them, let's say in the fall, and brush them out really good, they don't develop a good enough coat during the winter, and they struggle then with regulating their warmth. So they either will be too warm in areas and cooler in areas instead of having a good coat. They both were brushed thoroughly in the fall, and so they're doing really well. Under Anaya's ear, she's got a little bit of fur matting that we're gonna have to clip out of there, but it's not much, and so I feel pretty good about it. But I don't know if you can see it. She's gonna jump around. So come here, girlfriend. I know, Finley. I know, I'm touching you. So Finley doesn't have any, but Anaya does. So they're not gonna let me. So anyway, that's how the Great Pyrenees can stay out in this kind of weather. They just don't get cold. In fact, they struggle on the inside, staying in people's homes. They are bred to be outside in the winter. They're cold climate dogs. One of the great things about Great Pyrenees dogs is they bond with other animals and then protect those animals at the detriment of their own life against wildlife. And because when we first started homesteading, we lost some chickens to foxes, and we have like a den of foxes on the I think that is the
South
south side of our property. There's lots of foxes over there, so we felt it was necessary to get livestock guardian dogs. So they're a true blessing. Pretty soon we're gonna have to separate Anaya because she's gonna go into heat and we don't want puppies. So when we do that, either Anaya or Finley will go in with the lambs if they're not processed by then. But let's go look at the lambs. We can actually go in here.
Lammies!
Lammies! Come on, lammies! They're hiding from Charlie.
Here they come.
Yep. Hi, lammies. Hi. Hi,
They just
lammies.
come bouncing right up.
Come on, lammies. Hi. So lambs have, as you can see, tremendous wool. Their wool, let me see here. Their wool is about this long, just on their back, right? Which is where their shortest wool hair is. So it's about the length of my finger to there. And their wool is amazing. One, they're very, very soft. Very, very, very soft. Now you can see it. But when the rain lands on them or the snow, it sits on their backs and it actually doesn't penetrate their skin. So they're actually able to stay really, really warm. They don't actually have to have shelters, but we like to provide them with one if they want to get out of the weather, just like the dogs. Are excellent for the climate that we live in. Yes, if we're gonna get them sheared so we can keep the wool so I can make something out of it before we process them. I'm not sure how that's gonna all go down yet. A friend of mine has introduced me to somebody that she knows who knows how to shear sheep, so she's gonna come and show us. That'll be a YouTube video. Anyway, yeah, so normally you would shear your sheep in the spring before lambing, I believe, but since these are two boy sheep that have been they don't have their testicles, so I don't know what that's called. Anyway, they don't have their testicles, so they're not rams. Anyway, it's gonna be hard to process these guys because, well, we bottle fed them and they love us. I mean, look at this. He's like, I love you. Yes, I love you too. Anyway, the lambs, we feed them around this tree. We don't actually have a thing that holds their hay.
Feeder?
A feeder. So, look at them bouncing. Because we don't have a feeder, lambs will eat and pee and poop all in the same spot. They don't have to, they just eat, pee, and poop. And so they can pick up a heavy parasite load. So we feed them around the tree because then at least they're facing the tree because they can't get their rear end behind there and do that. So every once in a while we have to pick up all the hay. We throw it over to the pigs because they'll eat anything and they love it. And then we give them fresh hay twice a day. And then they have their shelter in which we put the straw in. And that's how the lambs are doing. We want to process them soon. I don't know when we're going to do that. Our focus right now is clearly on getting that pig farrowing stall put together so that Chloe can give birth and we can just take a minute. Where we're at with that is we need to put siding up on the whole thing, and then we actually need to get some tin roofing strips or something to put along the hog panel so that our boar can't see Chloe through it, otherwise he's going to break through that. And then we got to get a gate, and that once all that's done, she can move in there. And we have 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming quick.
Yeah, so we got some stuff to do there. So anyway, that's how the lambs are doing. Adorable lambs.
Yeah, and they're trying to paw the ice off the tree.
Yep. So their health is totally they've recovered 100%. We did take the salt out. We're not going to put it back in. We don't want to have any more issues with sick lambs. Clank is almost to the weight that Bobble is. Bobble is still bigger, but you know, we couldn't be happier with the results. We did talk about you know, the cost in the different animals that we've talked about so far. The pigs are grain fed. Grain is very expensive. Not the lowest cost animal, probably one of the most expensive cost animals on the farm. The second most expensive animal on the farms are the dogs. Dog food is horrendously expensive and stuff. So we're talking about some ways that we can mitigate those expenses, at least with the dogs, with raising our own meat and getting a dehydrator, maybe making our own dog food. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet, but it's something that we're talking about. And then third most expensive that we have on the farm is the chickens, which we'll go see in a minute. Chickens, also grain-fed animal or bird on the farm. So grain equals expensive. That's how it is in farming. The least expensive animal on the farm is the sheep. And so what I'm thinking is that it might be something that we actually get some ewes and a ram and actually have a herd. Because you can do ground lamb and ground mutton, and it's a hamburger replacement until we have beef on the farm. Lamb meat is absolutely delicious, so it's something that's worth talking about. And it's worth having the discussion, because lambs so far, even though bottle lambs are expensive, if you have ewes to, you know, maybe lamb share or something like that. I don't want to do bottle lambs unless I have cows because it was so expensive. But if I had other ewes and stuff like that, I would definitely, it's definitely worth having the conversation. Let's just talk about that. And then if we did do that, we could just extend these paddocks that way up our property line, which I think is west, because that's north, south, east.
No.
That's south.
Yeah.
So that has to be east.
No. North is the opposite of south.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. That was funny. Enjoy the laugh now, folks. So that's north or south,
Don't get lost in the woods with you.
East and west, because the sun sets behind there, so that's west.
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes.
So we got to build these paddocks northwest. So, because our property kind of goes at an angle, so they got to go up this way.
So that'd be, yeah.
One partially built and then go up that way. But if we put gates in between each of these paddocks, we can essentially move sheep to fresh pasture without having to pull up fencing, which is a big deal because we do work outside of our homestead life.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go look at the chickens and talk chickens.
They're like, hey, you're taking our food.
Oh, they want to give you lamb kisses.
So how did you get him to run around last time?
I was dancing. Here, I'll show you. Come on, Lammies. Come on. Lammies.
Charlie seems to be a little upset. He wants to herd some sheep.
Charlie's making him nervous.
Yeah.
Hi, Lemmy. Hi. Come on, Lemmy, Lemmy. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lemmy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're a good buddy. Come on. No? Oh, they're pooping. Lovely. Come here. Come on.
You guys want to run around?
Want to run and dance? Huh? Want to run and dance? No? Not today? Oh.
So how does the dance go?
Like this.
This is the Lammy dance.
Huh?
I said it's the Lammy dance.
Yeah, but I think one of them just got shocked. But Charlie is scaring them, so.
All right. Should we go down and see the chickens?
Yep. So, headed down to the chickens. And I don't know. They were out this morning. So, let's go see what's going on.
They might need some lunch.
So, this area here, we keep all manner of things. And we get these food grade barrels, we wash them out, and they're the perfect storage. So in there, the chicken food, it's a mixture of layer pellets, black oil sunflower seeds, black soldier fly, and scratch grains, etc. So
They might need some water.
yeah.
Ducks have emptied all the water.
Let's put in some water.
Alright.
So, I think we have somewhere around 26 chickens. I'm not entirely sure anymore because I can't count them and then they move around so much, so I don't know how many we totally have. But we're getting, right now during winter, we're getting anywhere between 15 to 20 eggs a day. In the window you'll see there's some white stuff. We have lambs we'll put in bags and then or pillowcases and stapled on the inside. We do that during winter because it gets so cold and chickens start struggling around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It starts affecting them, and so we just want to make it so that they're not struggling, you know. But they're all doing really, really well. Edward's gonna go get them some fresh water. Yeah, so they're run, of course, next to the garden. And then, obviously they're not going out in their run too much, so a lot of stuff is happening over here. They have plenty of scratch grains on the ground to peck at and eat and munch on. And then the crows come and feed off of this stuff as well. And at first I was like, I don't like it that crows are coming, but actually crows are considered annoyances to like hawks and eagles. And so I think crows are a good thing now because they keep aerial predators from killing our hens. Alright, so while Edward's getting water, we have hay down here because this is just ice and it's slick. So in here, this is their coop. This is their coop. There's enough natural light in here. All of their food trays are covered up because they've been scratching. I need to put some fresh wood shavings in here, but honestly, it's nice and warm in here. I do have a thermometer in here, but I don't think it's actually working. But it does say it's like, what does it say? It says it's 40 degrees in here. I don't think so. It could be. We have an egg there. And then, what's going on with you, honey? How many? Oh, we got eggs under there. We got a pile there, so yeah. They're all wanting some treats. And I came into their coop. So that's Rue. A surprise rooster with last year's batch of birds. And he's just beautiful. He seems to be a real nice Roo. Young, but he doesn't have a spurs yet, but he seems to be nice. I do want to get some more chickens. I want to get some lavender Orpingtons, some black Marans, and hi honey, and some more Orpingtons, you know. This is going to be our broody area for broody hens, our crate. So when we get a broody hen and we want to try and hatch out some chicks, we will. Any roosters that hatch out that we don't want, or that we end up with that we don't want, we're actually going to be processing for dog food. So, to help with that. Oh, Edward must be here with water, because there they go. So we did lose one of our female ducks before winter, well, just before winter. I think she was gotten by a fox. And we had a heck of a time getting them in here. They would not go into the chicken run. It wasn't until their little feet were frozen that they actually agreed to come in and came in on their own. But they wouldn't, they could barely walk. They're doing obviously really well. But the one duck that was laying, I believe, was eaten by a fox. Anyway. Yeah, that's how the chickens are doing. So right now I'm not gonna add it today, but I gotta add one more bag of wood shavings, and then that should be good until spring warms up enough, and then they totally have lots to munch on out here. Look at them go. And then we will be cleaning out the chicken coop after all of the chickens are out on pasture again, so, which they will be eventually. Anyway, that's how all the animals are doing, and you know, we couldn't be more blessed to have such awesome followers and supporters of our dream, you know. Homesteading isn't easy, and all the learning curves that come with it are unique to each homestead, each family, each region that they live in. And so it's been definitely a learning curve, but all of the other homesteaders out there that place their content on YouTube, we couldn't be more grateful for, because we've taken advice and learned from other people's trials and struggles and tried to apply what not to do, and then some good ideas that people did have that we thought would work for us. And so we couldn't be more grateful for people who post on YouTube and how they do their homestead, their mistakes as well as their successes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching our channel and for subscribing and liking and sharing. That's exactly what we need in order to be successful. And so our hope is that we, in the springtime, will start producing more videos and posting them, and then hoping that our volume of followers pick up significantly this year, which I'm hopeful for. So we're trying to do better. Anyway, thank you so much and have a glorious day.